This weekend, NASCAR returns to Sin City to race at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. And at a side glance, one would say that this is just another boring cookie-cutter track. But I'm going to say that it's not, because looking back at the track's history, there's actually plenty to look fondly upon. So, this is what we're going to do. We're going to look back at the best moments in NASCAR's history at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. For this, I'm going to be looking at moments that stand out from the top 3 series, and it's going to be in chronological order, so there's going to be some bouncing around different series. So let's start off with 1998, with the Busch series. This race would be the first of many to host a great finish at the track.
I said he's going to learn something in the last 8 laps. He's going to learn something in the last lap here. This man can make a car wider than anybody in any type of racing.
They are 3/4 of a mile from the checkered flag. Spencer, the veteran, Earnhardt Jr. at 23 years of age is 3 car lengths back, but he comes into where his part of the racetrack is. Turn 3. And he tried to go on the outside. His car slides up, and there's an accident, but Spencer, huge accident in turns 3 and 4. Stanton Barrett's in the front. One car upside down. LaJoie. That is Randy LaJoie, the defending series champion, as he slides down on his roof.
Later that year in the Truck Series, Jack Sprague would win the 1998 season finale over Ron Hornaday. But Hornaday had the last laugh, as he beat Sprague by a minuscule 3 points. Moving forward from this, we can go up to the Cup Series, where in 2002, Sterling Marlin would win in the most unconventional and also really controversial way.
Sterling's getting turned around. Down in turn 3.
There goes the leader.
He got spun around by
Jerry Nadeau.
He's on pit road. No caution. No caution.
He was trying to pit.
And that's how Jerry Nadeau got in the back of it.
No chassis adjustments for now, but he is going to be penalized for being too fast coming down pit road.
Now, earlier, we had said that Marlin would be penalized for being too fast on pit road. That was the judgment of the NASCAR officials here in the tower. The call, however, did not get down to the official in charge of Marlin's pit in time for the penalty to be assessed while he was there. So, NASCAR has decided not to bring him back in and enforce what would end up being an overly harsh penalty for the crime.
It's got to be a thrill to be driving that thing right now.
Sterling Marlin brings the Coors Light Dodge across the line for his 9th Winston Cup victory.
In 2004, there was a young up-and-coming driver by the name of Shane Mule. Mule would be in the Truck Series, and he'd win the race at Las Vegas that year. And it would be his first and only NASCAR win. And you know what? He celebrated like it was too.
Moments ago, Shane Mule celebrating his first ever Truck Series win with
the helmet toss.
a souvenir to the fans. He throws his helmet.
Now, I mentioned earlier that Vegas had shown some close finishes, and 2006 really showed this to the world. Matt Kenseth had dominated the day, but in the final laps, his car was starting to lose power. His 2006 rival for the championship, Jimmie Johnson, would be right there to pounce.
Outside, you better block him if you want to hold him off. Got a good run.
Kenseth pulls the block, going off into turn 3. Johnson goes to the high side. He's going to try to get that momentum.
Jimmie Johnson
drag race.
won one last year like this. Kenseth with the edge. Here comes Johnson.
Jimmy's got it.
Momentum
He's
outside.
He's got it. He's got it.
Johnson.
48.
The close finishes would continue to come in 2007. Locked in a battle that proved to precede their duel at Bristol, Jeff Burton and Kyle Busch fought for the win in the NASCAR Busch Series race at Vegas that year. To say that they provided excitement, well, that'd be an understatement.
Side Busch makes the block out of turn 4. Burton squeezes high. They are door to door. Jeff Burton. Good job. Woo-hoo. Jeff Burton takes the win, and Kyle Busch slams the wall on the outside.
The next year, it wouldn't really be as much the finish that proved to be remarkable as much as a crash. With a restart at the end of the 2008 UAW Dodge 400, Dale Jr. would restart second, and he would spin his tires, giving Jeff Gordon and Matt Kenseth the chance to go around him 3 wide. And the rest, well, it'd be highlight history.
Gordon, but look on the high side. Gordon comes up.
Oh, he got Kenseth. Oh, and there goes Jeff. Jeff's in the inside wall, hard into the wall.
Caution will wave. Caution will wave. The field is frozen. We'll be coming back to 4 to go.
That was, and he almost got clipped again.
Now, later that year, we got a hell of a truck race and great finish that was one for the ages.
Look at 3 wide there. Remember, if the caution flag were to come out, this race would be over. Eric needs to do something now.
Mike Skinner looking to find victory lane again in his career. Problems behind him. Will that bring out the caution? Not yet. They're holding it out. No caution as of this point. It's going to be a battle. Here comes Eric Darnell. He charges to the outside. Coming out of turn number 4, side by side. Who's going to win it? It is going to be Mike Skinner. Skinner will win it over Eric Darnell.
This trend only continued in 2009, as Kyle Busch broke through the RCR Stranglehold lead that day to conquer his hometown track.
But I've never seen anybody worry the 18 very much.
17 laps to go.
There he goes. He's sticking that nose down there. Oh, and he moved him up the hill.
Got him.
Yeah, baby.
Say goodnight, Gracie.
Now, while straight up racing against one another is something that really has helped these moments stick out in our memories, there are times, like the 2011 nationwide race, where just dumb luck gets in the way as well.
You gotta be kidding me.
They started with a crash, and they have been fighting their way back. But Mark Martin, there he is. Look out.
There's something wrong with the 22.
Keselowski's out of fuel. He's up into the wall.
Got a flat tire.
Flat tire.
Get around here.
Mark Martin takes over the lead. Mark Martin, who said he didn't have enough race car underneath him. And you said, DJ, don't believe him. When he says that, he usually ends up winning. And here he comes. He's going to extend that all-time mark. Mark Martin comes down to win here in Las Vegas.
The next year in the Truck Series race, Matt Crafton would lead in the closing laps, but Nelson Piquet would be right on his tailgate.
Crafton has a 2-truck length advantage over Nelson Piquet Jr. But now going into turn 1. Piquet Jr. charges down to the bottom of the racetrack, tries to slide in front of the 88, makes the pass as they come out of turn number 2.
He did the slide job on him, and it worked. What a move.
Nelson Piquet Jr. out in front of the 88, going through 3 and 4. Can Crafton steal it back away from Piquet Jr.? It's not going to happen. Coming to the stripe, Nelson Piquet Jr. wins his second Truck Series win.
Once again the following spring, 2 drivers would do battle for the win. This time in the Cup Series between Matt Kenseth and Kasey Kahne. This would be even more special by the fact that this was Matt Kenseth's 41st birthday.
Carl Edwards has taken 5th from Jimmie Johnson, as here we go on the last lap. 3 cars ahead, the first of which is Casey Mears. And they'll catch Mears before the start-finish line.
Down. I got him, man. I got him, buddy. Bring it to the line here. Clear by 3.
Can you believe you're driving, holding off Kasey Kahne, and you're telling the spotter what you need?
Kane looks to the inside. Light the candles. Happy birthday, Matt Kenseth.
2014 would bring another duel. This one wouldn't be in favor of the leader, though, as much, to the dismay of fans.
All right, which lane? Junior up high, Keselowski middle.
But
he
knows he keeps getting that good run on the high side off of 2.
But Keselowski closer.
He's out.
He's got the draft, and Junior is out of gas.
3/4 of a lap. You're out.
Oh.
It's back running, though. It's back running. It's probably not. It's going to keep surging on him.
Yeah. Okay.
And Brad Keselowski comes off the corner. Hole in one for the captain. Checkered flag for Keselowski.
Now, 2 years later, there was arguably the most memorable race in Las Vegas's recent memory. For one, you had the horribly heavy winds that day in the area. Then you had a freaking dust storm roll through, as well as a hell of a finish.
And now it's not seconds, it's car lengths. 3 car lengths back.
A lot of decision making by these 2 drivers right now, because he's got to play the blocking game. He gave Brad Keselowski the inside. He's going to get there.
Yeah, Keselowski is too fast. He can't hold him back.
Well, it's not over yet. He's going to fight him hard on the outside. I'm pretty sure.
Bottom lane, outside door.
There he goes, right down his corner, but
hard door,
didn't do it.
Hard door clear.
Too good in 3 and 4. He runs that bottom, can't hold him off.
And now we enter into the final year on our list, 2017, And for this one, I've decided we're going to look back a little bit out of order chronologically, and we're going to start with another great truck finish.
He's going to leave the bottom open, but I think he has enough momentum.
Here comes Rhodes to the checkered flag, blocking Bell, and he's going to do it. Ben Rhodes wins for the first time, and he does it at Las Vegas.
And now the final moment. But what would be a better way to end out a NASCAR video about great memories than to look back at tempers flaring into a fight?
For third.
3 wide going in there to turn 3.
This is going to get ugly. It's going to get ugly down here, boys.
Contact.
And Busch is around. Martin Truex's money in Las Vegas. He wins.
Kyle, what led to your anger at the end?
I got dumped. Flat out just drove straight in the corner and wrecked me.
Any conversation between you and Joey, or was it just the fisticuffs?
That's how Joey races, so he's going to get it.
Now, I know some of you are going to be asking why I didn't put anything from 2018, 19, or 20 in. It's not that I don't like these years. I just feel that they're a little bit too recent to be talking about in regard to greatest moments. I mean, with 2017 being about 4 years back, I'm pretty sure that kind of reaches a bit of a threshold there, but 2 or 3 years for me just doesn't do it. Now, after showing you these, I want to ask you what your favorite NASCAR moment is at Las Vegas. Let me know down in the comments below. And while you're at it, leave a like on this video and share it, and also subscribe to my channel for more great NASCAR content. And until next time, have a good one.